podcasts, and promotional purposes. And now, let's talk about it.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Let's Talk About It show on AM1470 KELA and KELAAM.com. I'm your host, Peter Abbarno. On this wonderful, little wet Thursday, my voice is cracking, so you know it's going to be a good show. Because what we're going to do today is I've got in studio with me Greg with Lewis County Work Opportunities. I've got Tony from TwinStar on the line. He's going to talk a little bit more about kind of a, and I say it's a vehicle for hope, but really it's a mechanism to raise money for a local organization. It's called Wheels of Hope, and it's a national kind of movement that normally in years it's called Wheels of Hope because they donate cars, and people bid on cars, buy tickets for cars, do raffles for cars to raise money for organizations. And this year it's a little different. This year we're raising money for Lewis County Work Opportunities, and we're going to talk to Greg a little bit about that. We're going to talk to Tony about why and thank them for being an elite sponsor of Wheels for Hope. But we're raising money for the organization, and in particular, one of the things that they're looking for is a heavy piece of equipment that also has wheels, a forklift, to help them do some of the work they do over at Lewis County Work Opportunities. And for me and my family, I mean, if you've been out at any big events, maybe you've seen their work, maybe you've seen or purchased some of it. It's really an amazing program. And I think it's really apropos in days where, or in months where, or in even weeks where, because there's always some designation where we're talking about trying to retrain people, train people, get people working again. And Lewis County Work Opportunities does it. It helps people help themselves by teaching them the skills that will be, everlasting throughout their life. And that's something that I think we can all get behind, no matter who you are. And so with me today is Greg with Lewis County Work Opportunities. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
I appreciate you being here. When the station and I were talking, and they said, we want Lewis County Work Opportunities to be the organization that we focus on for Wheels of Hope. I said, okay, so I think I need more of a visual than a radio. I mean, because we've seen the work your folks do, and it's really amazing. And I wish we had like a live stream or TV, because I wish I can show people it. But let's start with telling me a little bit about the organization and what you produce.
Well, we're 50 years old this year. 1971 it was founded. And its purpose throughout the years and continues to be to help and work with adults with disabilities in Lewis County, helping them find work, build their lives, and be able to be part of the community.
Yeah.
And we make everything from stakes and pallets to furniture. We have 3 acres that we have put on a sawmill and a kiln and equipment needed to accomplish that. And then we follow the people through the year or years in cases to help them maintain their position in the community and become part of this great community we live in.
Yeah. And it's really apropos that we're talking about Lewis County Work Opportunities, because it is, I think, National Disabilities Employment Awareness Month, right? And so there's a big push to help, just generally teach people skills. But I think most certainly it's even more important when we're talking about people with certain disabilities to make sure they can be self-sufficient, learn a skill, and earn a living on their own.
That is right. And they also have a sense of dignity and purpose, and they feel no longer one of the people that are left out. They feel like they're part of things and
Right.
can interact more with the community, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, because they are part of our community, right?
They
I mean,
are.
sometimes we don't always focus on certain segments or groups in our community that we need to, whether you're talking about seniors or those with disabilities. But teaching a skill, a life skill, is probably not just good economically, because they can then learn to manage money and do their own things, but boy, that feeling of independence.
It's huge, and
Yeah.
they fight for that every day.
Right.
And so if we take the time to listen and to learn what they are good at, then they become part of that chain, which helps others. It's a ripple effect.
Right. And so how many folks do you have in the organization right now that you're helping or who are actually working in it?
We have currently 20 people employed,
Okay.
and we have another 20 or so that we're working with in the community.
Yeah.
And over the years, we've worked with a high as much as 80, 90 people in the community in a given year through the months.
Right.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
And just to give you some sense of what's been going on, in the last 5 years, let's call it 6 now, over 300 people have been built to work in our community.
Wow.
And most of them have maintained their jobs in one form or another.
Mm-hmm.
And these are individuals that were considered, in some cases, unable to hold a job, but they are.
Yeah.
Once you listen to and find out who they are and what it is they're capable of.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's amazing. I mean, and I mean, we want to give them credit, but I most certainly am going to give you some of that credit too, because it's really amazing how you're talking about the organization, because you're listening to what they want to do. You're trying to find out what their passion and need is, and then turn it into a skill they can make a living.
Yes.
Isn't that what we want to do for everyone? Like, disability or not. I mean, you know, you have even students in high school and middle school who are maybe career ready, not college ready. I think they could all take kind of a page out of or a chapter out of your book and say, let's listen to what people want to do and turn that passion into employment.
Absolutely. And they talk to us not just with words, but with their actions. And
Right.
so you listen with your eyes as well, and they'll show you what they're capable of and how they can best work.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a second too. And it's not hard, you know, talking to Greg with Lewis County Work Opportunities, why others are kind of coming to the need of the organization to help raise money for it because of how much it does for our community. But also, it's part of this Wheels of Hope fundraising campaign. And I know that one thing that Lewis County Work Opportunities wants to raise money for is a forklift. And there's the Wheels of Hope, and we're trying to raise some of that money. But we've got an elite sponsor on the line, and it's no stranger to those living in the Twin Cities or even all of Lewis County. It's TwinStar, who's done a ton for our community in terms of philanthropy and being out there. And Tony is on the line. Tony with TwinStar, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great this morning. Thank you, Peter.
Hey, yeah, thank you for being on the line, and thank you and TwinStar for coming and helping out Lewis County Work Opportunities. Tell us a little bit about, you know, you heard a little bit about the organization. It's not hard to get passionate about what they're doing over there.
No, it's not. You know, and when we heard about, you know, Lewis County Work Opportunities and the things that they're going to be doing and the Wheels of Hope, it was just a natural thing for us to do is get involved with the organization. It's something that, you know, we've done. We want to give back to the community. It's one of our core values that we have. And working with Lewis County Work Opportunities and the Wheels of Hope, it's just natural for us to jump in and help with what they need. I mean, we're excited about this whole program that they're doing. It's just exciting for us to do it and for us to be part of the organization or help with the organization is just fantastic.
Yeah, and we appreciate that, and we think it's great what you're doing too. I mean, being able to reach down into the community and give back is something that, you know, whether you're a big business or small business or medium business, you know, you want to be able to provide and help our community be healthy and stay healthy, and it looks like TwinStar through Lewis County Work Opportunities is doing that.
Right. We work in the area, we live in the area, we support the different services in the area, and this is just one of our ways of helping with Lewis County, with the people that are in Lewis County, and helping with Lewis County Work Opportunities.
Well, Greg's on the line too, so Tony, do you want to say anything to Greg?
Greg, I'm looking forward to seeing just what we can put together for you.
Well, thank you. We certainly appreciate working with you. You've made a big difference in this community.
Tony,
So thank you.
Yeah, Tony, thank you very much for calling in, and thank you for being part of Wheels of Hope, and thank you and TwinStar for really stepping up and being an elite sponsor. We really appreciate all you're doing for the community and Lewis County Work Opportunities.
Well, thank you. We're looking forward to it, and anything else we can do for the community is something that we're always looking forward to do.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. That was Tony with TwinStar, elite sponsors of Wheels of Hope, doing a great job. I mean, that's got to be nice to have, a credit union like TwinStar kind of step up and say, this is going to be one of our passions too.
It is, and they're great people to work with. We've worked with them for a number of years, and they're always right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got great colors. I mean, I'm all about that orange and blue. So, no, TwinStar, they do a lot of great work, and it's nice when people, a lot of times you work, you volunteer, you toil through something that you have a passion for, and you're not always sure whether or not other people share that passion. And so it's nice to know, someone like TwinStar and others, and there's a ton. We've got TwinStars, Fullers, Sorensen Transport, Precision Printing and Copy Depot, Point S Tire, Century 21 Lund Realtors, The Power Shop, Cascade Trader, Nelson's Furniture, Bob Holland Furniture, and obviously KMNT and KELA. I mean, a lot of people on your team.
And we're grateful for that.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful community we live in, isn't it?
It is a great community, and it's great to see these people stepping up and these organizations stepping up. So, Greg, let's talk a little bit about Lewis County Work Opportunities. We talked about some of the folks and what it means to our community and them to have your organization doing so much. What are some of the things? Now, I know this, so I'm asking this leading question because I've seen it and really love it. But what are some of the products that get produced by some of your employees and the folks going through that you're training?
Well, right now, one of the larger ones we're working on is for a company out of Seattle. We produce gardens that they send around the country to help individuals in memory care units and nursing homes, retirement villages, where they can sit down and roll a wheelchair up to or walk up to and grow plants or herbs or whatever. And so we produce these for Elder Grow out of Seattle and have made that out of wood that we get from the community, Douglas fir that we cut down and we mill. And so individuals are learning how to work with the tools, work with each other to produce finished products, what it takes to make deliveries and market, etc. So they can then translate those skills into other jobs when they get them in the community.
And I think that's really, it's important. I mean, and locally, even some of the small projects, benches.
Yes, lots of benches.
And they're awesome benches. I've seen like things carved into the benches as well.
We purchased a CNC 4 or 5 years ago, and we carve large scenes in those. We use it to make furniture. We have a table we're making right now which has elk carved into it.
Wow.
It makes a huge difference, and that's another aspect. That's something else we can teach individuals, how to program, how to make these things work with a machine like that. So if somebody has that bent or interest, it's an adult with disability, and he has the opportunity or she has the opportunity to now learn a new skill that will give them long-term satisfaction and support.
Well, and I got to ask, I mean, how do you get involved in like Lewis County Work Opportunities? I mean, you say you're a parent of someone, a young adult with disabilities. They want to get involved. I mean, do you have to have the talent, or just you have to have the passion? Do you have to have a little bit of both? I mean, how do you get involved?
Mostly just the passion.
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of learning along with the people we work with.
Right.
Every day it's a learning opportunity for us.
Do you have any funny stories though? I mean, I mean, because someone like me would come in. I mean, I can't even build a wood birdhouse. I mean, I can't. I mean, the roof would be crooked and be leaking. I mean, do you have any? I mean, there's got to be some funny stories where it takes time for people to find what they like and what they're good at.
Well, it does. I'll tell a story about myself first. I was busy trying to help some people and using a tool I was unfamiliar with. and we got to talking, and it was a power drill, and I had put it in reverse. And so we were hanging siding on the side of the building, and the screw just wasn't going in. So I leaned into it, and the screw went in, but it went in with the whole thing in reverse.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing has happened a lot, but we find people, they'll go out there, they don't know what kind of log it is, and they will say, well, this is a sugar pine. It's got to be a sugar pine. And then they learn what kind of log it really is, say a Douglas fir, what have you, and they are able to grow with that knowledge.
Yeah. And then take it out into the private industry, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just kind of some of the amazing things. I mean, we're, coming from my perspective, there's this huge push for getting, tapping into the passion of young adults, getting them who are career ready into the workforce, and trying to develop these programs. And it's interesting sitting here with you because you have a program. Now it deals with the folks with disabilities, but it's already, you've got a structure of passion, training, getting them out into the private industry.
Absolutely. And we try to deal with the whole person. So when they come in, we want them to learn how to, first of all, understand the basic tools and how to work with people, then learn how they work with large items. And as they progress, they can learn how to work with finer items, finer tools, and even how to expand that into sales and marketing.
And if people want to, and one thing, if you're just tuning into KELA AM1470 and Let's Talk About It show, I'm your host, Peter Abbarno, and with me right now is Greg with Lewis County Work Opportunities. We had Tony with TwinStar. They're an elite sponsors of Wheels of Hope, and we're talking about Lewis County Work Opportunities, the organization, and we're talking about how we can help you help us, help our community. And if you're a visual person, I think your website isn't it lcworkop.org?
It is.
Yeah, so lcwork WORKOP.org. You can go and check out more about that organization. You can find out how to donate, how to support. And I'm going to take a quick break for our sponsor, but we're going to be back. We're going to talk about the Lewis County Work Opportunity needs, because that's really what we're here for. We want to make sure that the program continues and the program has all of the tools necessary to help folks in our community who have disabilities be successful, find their passion, train, and then get out into the workforce in our community and really make it a better place to live, work, and buy awesome products. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. If you want to join the conversation, 360-330-5352.
Fall may bring some chill to the air, but the real estate market is still hot. Hi, this is Heather Stewart, your local real estate broker with Blade Realty. With interest rates continuing at record lows, it's a fantastic time to buy, sell, and invest in real estate. If you're looking for a trusted professional with a proven reputation of persistence, dedication, and stellar service, I'm here to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. Visit me on Facebook at Heather Stewart Realtor or online at heatherstewartrealtor.com.
Hi, this is Bob Holland. In these challenging times our community is facing, I just want to let you know that our agency is available to help you choose a medical plan that fits you best. We'll review your current situation, explain the choices that are available, and try to customize it to your needs. Just give us a call at Centralia General Agency, 360-880-0237. Remember, we're at our new location across from KFC at 612 West Main. And our number is 360-880-0237.
There's a big shift happening, so get ready. Power Sports Northwest is leading the way with a new look and dynamic. At Power Sports Northwest, they're shifting to accommodate you. Let's be honest, you want the machine, the ATV, the new bike, the apparel, but you're thinking in the future. That's no problem. Special order your bike or ATV at powersportsnorthwest.com or visit the updated store on Tower, and they'll help you configure and order yours today. Don't miss the special order period and secure your dream machine now at powersportsnorthwest.com. Or stop by Power Sports Northwest on Tower in Centralia.
What's happening?
Let's get to work.
Yeah! On the web, on your phone, and on the air.
KELA. Let's talk about it.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk About It, AM1470 KELA, and maybe you're streaming KELAAM.com. Speaking of live streaming and websites, Greg and I were just talking, I should say, just in case you're tuning in, shame on you, should have tuned in right away at 8:30, but if you didn't, my special guest this morning is Greg with Lewis County Work Opportunities. We're talking about the great organization, Wheels of Hope, who is helping. It's kind of the big push to raise money for Lewis County Work Opportunities. We've also got, we had Greg, Tony. Greg's in studio. Tony from TwinStar, elite sponsor. He joins a lot of great sponsors. Fuller Shopping Cart, Sorensen Transport, Precision Printing and Copy Depot, Point S Tire, Centralia 21 Lund Realtors, The Power Shop, Cascade Trader, Nelson's Furniture, Bob Holland. A lot of great support for Lewis County Work Opportunities. And if you haven't had the opportunity to look online, their website, lcworkop.org, you can look at some of the products, services, community resources, and they're developing a shop.
Yes,
you can shop online.
Yes.
That's going to be really cool. Great for people who, don't get out to every event or can't go everywhere.
We're really looking forward to that, to find a way to showcase this. And
yeah,
we've been helped by the Silver Agency, who redesigned our website. Did a fabulous job. Great people to work with.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. The Silver Agency did a really good job on it, and I was flipping through, and I'd encourage you again to do so because, I think you should listen to us on the radio and then surf and find out how you can donate and support Lewis County Work Opportunities, which is an organization that helps really find the passion of those in our community with some disabilities to train them to really harness their talents and then train them to go into the workplace. And some of the things that we're looking for, and you put a list together of some of these things, bandsaw blades, what else? We have sanders, radial arm saw, strapping machine, dust collectors, industrial wood planer. One of the big ones we're looking for to raise money for is, what are we looking for?
A forklift.
A forklift. How big of a forklift?
5,000-pound lifting capacity.
So anybody out there, they have one of these just laying around their house or property or business, they can call you and just bring it over, right?
Absolutely.
Because it has wheels.
It has wheels.
And this is Wheels of Hope, and we're raising money for Lewis County Work Opportunities. How did you get involved? Because the one thing, it's funny because you have this very deep voice and you're laid back, but you can see the passion in you that this is like the organization that like fits you.
It did fit and bite me both.
Like most things, right?
Like most things in life. I had retired and moved out here, and my next door neighbor at the time, Herschel Morton, had said, you need to come and see what we're doing. So he took me down, and he had been one of the driving forces behind the development of Lewis County Work Opportunities.
Wow.
And it was within 6 months they had persuaded me to be on the board of directors. And 9 months later, one of the board members, Paul Olson, twisted my arm and said, no, we want you to run the place. So after...
Normally that happens when you're out on vacation or you miss a meeting.
Normally it does, yes. And so I was unanimously voted in to do that, and that was nearly 10 to 12 years ago.
Okay.
And it has been life-changing for me.
Yeah.
Everything that I did in life before that, from building, running businesses, owning various ones, has all fit in, dovetailed nicely into this. Mm-hmm. And each day is an opportunity. It's quite delightful.
It really just, it sounds like, it's always nice to hear stories where, people just like you. I mean, the organization, Lewis County Work Opportunities, helps people find their passion. And it's kind of almost like it helped you find your passion.
It did,
in running it.
Yes.
I mean, that's just really amazing. So are there organizations or private businesses that some of your graduates go to? I mean, what are some of them?
Yeah, Still is one, Great Wolf has been another, and a variety of businesses throughout the community where people are still there and have been.
Good. And do a lot of them kind of go off on their own and say, I'm going to just start doing these artistic furniture and things and just do it on their own and sell?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, it's just so amazing. If you go online to lcworkop.org, I mean, you can see furniture, all these wood products. Do you also do, and you mentioned the greenhouse. I'm scrolling while I'm going through, just some amazing items in the kiln.
Yes. If we're getting lumber to build furniture, we need to find a way to dry it.
Right.
And so Weyerhaeuser helped us, and we were able to put in a kiln. And so we now dry our own lumber and lumber for other individuals as well.
Okay.
Right now it has a bunch of English walnut in it. And we then turn that into products of various sorts that supports our habit.
Supports your habit. Supports the training of just really amazing individuals who, some people, and I've used this word a couple times, young adults who have disabilities, but in reality, they have abilities.
They have abilities.
I mean,
Absolutely.
It's less about the disabilities and finding their passion and their ability to do some of these amazing things that I couldn't even imagine. I can't even imagine some of the products that they've actually designed.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And if you think of things like gears, if you have a broken gear, if you can mesh it with a gear that is broken in a different way and completes that, then that gear is quite functional. So we're trying to find a way to fill in that gap.
Yeah.
So that person becomes functional.
Right.
And not that they aren't functional already, but now they have greater ability.
Right.
And they can move throughout our community and become a viable part of it.
Right. I mean, I think that's an important point. I mean, we're all sometimes feel a little incomplete, right?
Absolutely.
We're all looking to be made whole, and whether that is biological or not, we're all kind of searching for that passion that kind of completes us. And Lewis County Work Opportunities not only did it for you, but it's doing for so many community members. And now it's time for us to give back to Lewis County Work Opportunities to not only get them going, but to give them the opportunity to do so much more. And like the forklift, whether it's a $100 contribution, a $50 contribution, a gift card, an item to auction, however we can contribute to Lewis County Work Opportunities to get you the equipment and tools needed to help these individuals, I think the community should step up and we should do this.
Oh, that's wonderful. And being able to help more people. I mean, really, that's the goal, isn't it?
Right.
To help more people and to continue to build this community.
And that's what Lewis County has always been about, right? Coming to coming and standing side by side with individuals in need and giving that hand up. And right now, Lewis County Work Opportunities is that organization that we're helping to find that equipment, to donate to, so that they can continue doing the amazing work in our community. Greg, thank you for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Peter.
And thank you, Tony, with TwinStar, for all you're doing and being an elite sponsor of Wheels of Hope. Remember, go to lcworkop.org. Support them. You can email admin@lcworkop.org or give them a call, 360-345-1094. Thank you for joining us on the Let's Talk About It show. I'm your host, Peter Abbarno, and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Up next is a Fox News Report, then Dan Bongino.